Attention! This is an emergency broadcast. If you are listening to this message, you are in immediate danger. Stop what you are doing. Lock your bathroom door. Do not go inside if you hear the toilet flush on its own. This is not a plumbing issue. This is not a mechanical failure. Something is using your bathroom as a way in. And it's learning. Repeat. Do not enter the bathroom at night if the toilet flushes on its own. Doing so will put your life at risk. It started quietly. Reports from scattered households dismissed as coincidence. Late night toilet flushes. No plumbing issues found. And some who went to investigate found something that changed the story forever. The first reports described a coldness in the room. The kind of chill that sinks into your bones even if the heater is on. The light seemed dimmer than usual, as though the bulb itself was fighting to stay lit. Witnesses said the air felt thick, hard to breathe. And when they leaned over the toilet to look, they saw something that should have been impossible. Some said they saw their reflection in the water, but it wasn't quite right. It didn't mirror them. It moved late, like it was watching, not reflecting. One man laughed when he saw it. He joked that he had found a ghost in the pipes. 2 days later, he was found unresponsive in the hallway. His face was pressed flat into the carpet, his mouth stretched wide as if he had been screaming into water. The toilet in the bathroom was still running when they found him. Some who leaned too close reported seeing their reflection smile even when they didn't. Some noticed faint shadows crawling across the tiles, even though no one else was in the room. A few survivors spoke of a knocking sound coming from inside the bathroom. 3 slow knocks. Precise. Deliberate. Then silence. Always silence. The following testimony was recovered from a survivor. What they described matches every known case. I woke up to the sound of the toilet flushing. It was almost 3 in the morning. I thought maybe the kids had gotten up, but when I checked their rooms, they were both asleep. I walked toward the bathroom. The door was half open. The light was on. The sound of water kept going and going, far longer than any normal flush. I stepped inside. Immediately, the air felt wrong. Heavy. It smelled faintly metallic, like rust or blood. I leaned over the bowl. That's when I noticed it. My reflection was staring back at me, only it didn't move when I moved. I tilted my head left. The reflection tilted late, like it was mocking me. I smiled nervously. The reflection didn't smile back. Then its lips began to curl upward. Too far. Too wide. Too many teeth. The flush stopped. But the reflection stayed. Even though the water was still, I could see it grinning at me. I slammed the lid shut. For the next few nights, nothing happened. But I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched. I'd see movement in the corner of my eye. The shadows in the hallway looked darker than before. Every time I passed the bathroom, I'd hear it. Not loud. Not constant. Just scratching. Like fingernails across metal. On the 4th night, it flushed again. Louder this time, rattling the walls. I didn't go inside. I stood outside the door and listened. The water swirled, then stopped. And then I saw it. A shadow crawling under the crack of the door. Moving like liquid. Bending and stretching as though it didn't have bones. The bulb inside flickered and I heard 3 knocks. Slow. Steady. From the other side of the door. I didn't open it. I never went back in. We left the house soon after. But the thing didn't leave me. Now, whenever I'm in a public restroom, whenever I hear another toilet flush, I feel it again. Watching me. Waiting for me to look again. That voice is gone now. But the pattern remains. Authorities dismissed it at first. Hallucinations. Stress. Faulty plumbing, but leaked documents confirmed what survivors already knew. They call it the siphon. Not because it drinks, but because it pulls you closer. It does not live in the pipes. It lives in the shadow the water creates when it spins. Not in the bowl, not in the drain. In the light that bends when you look too long. The flush is not an accident. It is a signal, a way for it to manifest, to step closer into our world. Every time you look, it sees more. Every second, it memorizes more of you. That is how it learns. That is how it follows. Some researchers now believe that once it has memorized your reflection, it doesn't need the toilet anymore. It can find you in mirrors, in windows at night, even in the black surface of a television screen. People who encounter it report compulsive habits afterward. They close lids before sleeping. They pour boiling water into bowls at dawn. Some cover every mirror in their house. But even then, they say they still feel it. That no matter what they do, the reflection lingers. Just a second too long. Just enough to remind you, it remembers. You may think you are safe because you haven't seen it. You may think your bathroom is just a bathroom. But if your toilet flushes by itself at night, you must not go inside. Do not check. Do not look. Do not even glance into the bowl. Instructions are as follows. If a flush occurs after midnight, lock the bathroom door immediately. Do not attempt to use the bathroom until sunrise. Place a mirror facing the door. Watch the reflection. If anything moves in the mirror that does not match reality, do not acknowledge it. Do not speak to it. Do not let it hear your voice. Survivors say that once you acknowledge it, it remembers you. It will remember the sound of your voice. And once it knows your voice, it can call to you. In the middle of the night, you may hear it whispering your name from the bathroom. You may hear it humming, or coughing, or crying. Do not respond. Do not answer, because if you do, it will come closer. It will call to you, in a voice that sounds almost like someone you love. Almost. And if you answer, it will know where to find you. Final warning. If you hear a flush tonight, stay in your bed. Lock your door. Cover the mirrors in your room if you can. Do not investigate. Do not look at the water. Do not acknowledge the shadow. Sleep with one eye open tonight. Because if you hear the water, it already knows your house. And if you hear your own name spoken back to you in the dark, it already knows you. And once it knows you, it waits.